Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you all. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day. Today's a little bit different than usual in terms of stream. Normally on a Sunday I would be streaming videos game, but I'm not because I didn't want to. And so instead what I'm going to be doing today is I'm just running another sprint lobby. I know there is a sprint lobby currently up. Pride Ascending has had a sprint lobby open since like 6 p.m. my time. So for like 4 hours. But I do want to stream because it also gives me an extra opportunity to get some more words in, and with you, the lovely audience here, you might hold me accountable a little bit. However, since it is for Adventure April, because I apparently have decided to do Adventure April, because of the nature of the one-shot that I'm writing, which is to say that it's a murder mystery, I will not be showing that on stream this time. By the time we get to Tuesday's stream, I'm going to try and figure out some way that I can show some of it without spoiling literally everything in the one-shot for everybody. But for today, we're going to be focusing on the sprint bit. And also sometimes I'm going to be reading instead of doing actual writing because I own a copy of that reflects really poorly, but I have the complete Kobold Guide to Game Design, which is basically exactly for this kind of challenge. I won this in... oh shit, which challenge did I win this in? I don't actually remember. And this one isn't signed, so I don't have any way of knowing. But I won a copy of the Kobold Guide to Game Design from one of the World Anvil challenges, I believe from World Ember, like in a raffle. And I haven't really read it because I don't really do, I don't design games very often, but it's perfect for the one-shot, isn't it? So sometimes I'll be reading this instead. So that's the idea. That's the vibe of the stream. I will alternately be reading a book and working on my one-shot, and I'll be running sprints in the background consistently, 15-minute sprints with a 5-minute break, up until RPG Dinosaur Bob goes live in 2 hours, and then we will head off. Good morning, Kindar! And of course, good morning, Amelie. Hopefully you guys will be able to be productive, because sometimes I'm not. But today's stream is going to be a bit just like... my streams are fairly chill, but I'm going to be chilled out for once, which is unusual. Usually I am talking constantly. But I will be endeavoring to take full advantage of the sprints to not focus on screens constantly, because I've had a little bit of a headache for a while. So I'm just like, hey, chilling. It's Sunday, productivity isn't on the menu. That is fair. That is completely fair. I completely understand that. I've actually been decently productive today, because I've made it past the planning phase for a lot of the one-shots, and now it's actually writing it up. And it's been very difficult. You've been up for 3 hours, you've done 1 planned comments. There are a lot of planned articles though, and some of them are quite long. And also, you've already done comments on like 140 of them or something. You've already done an obscene amount of comments. So, you know, it's a solid effort either way. Only 23 left, exactly, right? So, you know, there's plenty of time. Because you've got, what, 158. Oh my god. I lowballed it. I lowballed it too low. I'm devastated. You ran 3 chapters through audio edits, so you've already been productive. Completely fair as well. If you've already done something productive, fair enough. Oh, you want to be done and start your nano project. Aww. Well, hey, we'll be running sprints. Maybe you can get a comment or 2 done per sprint. I'm running 6 sprints. So, 6 comments? That's like a quarter of them. Something like that. Anyway, as soon as it hits 5 past, I will begin the first sprint. Because that is the way the math works. Oh, I have the creator dashboard open. I don't need that open. Close that. Don't make that light in the background. Yeah, on fire now. Exactly. That's the way. And then I will just be quietly chilling and being supportive. And it will lurk my place in game. Fair enough, Kindar! Alright, it is now 5 past, so we shall begin the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-minute sprint on the clock. Do whatever you have that you want to do in this 15 minutes. I will be reading the Kobold Guide. Good morning, Day. We just started to sprint. So, morning, child. God damn it. God damn it, Day. I thought I was... No, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm not gonna finish it. Don't worry about it. But we have begun the sprint, so if you wanted to do your RPG stuff to prep either for the campaign or for other things, now's the time. Damn it. I hate you, Day. I'm trying to read a book. How dare you? How dare you? Where did I get up to in this book? Oh, there it goes. Yes. I am not what you said. Incorrect. That's why it sounds weak. That's what we discuss. Paragraph. Good morning, Optigesso Bob. Welcome. Today I'm running a sprint lobby instead of doing gaming or world building on stream for once, because I have a little bit of a headache, so I'm taking it a bit easy today. But I still wanted to run a stream, and I know Pride's running sprint lobbies at the moment, but I wanted to run one myself because it keeps me on like filling in my schedule, and it means that I get a nice chance to read the Kobold Guide to Game Design, and I can call that a sprint. So that's what today is. Today is just like a chill stream where I attempt to process words. I don't read a lot, so sometimes my brain doesn't work. Oh, I'm already feeling a bit better today. Some days it's a bit... Because the gaming stream last week is, I think, still hurting me a little. Last week's gaming stream was very mean to me, unfortunately. And I'm probably going to take like Wednesday out and not use computer at all on Wednesday, or not use it much. I'll make a full like computerless day sometime in the week so I can just like chill. I would do it tomorrow, but I have gaming tomorrow, so I'm like, oh. It probably doesn't help that I stayed up until like 3 AM yesterday. For people who were on the art stream yesterday, I streamed for 3 hours instead of 2, which was an accident, and then I set up for an additional 2 hours after that to finish the art piece. So that probably didn't help. So we're just having like a lower effort one today. But we have sprints as well, so people can be productive while I am chilling. But I'm feeling a bit better, which is good. And I'll probably feel... we'll see what happens for Tuesday. We'll see what happens for Tuesday. I mean, yesterday was bad because I'd woken up early. So I'd been awake for ages. That did not help. So, we'll see what happens. Why am I getting a notification? I didn't do. Dare you? Make my phone go off. How rude. Can't believe you do this. But I am very excited. I'm very excited for the RPG content that you're prepping, Day. This isn't really designed for a one-shot, is it? Hmm. Alright, this is campaigns, not one-shots. Is there anything specifically about one-shots in this book? Specifically one-shots. Still applicable, it's just, you know. Not specifically. Let's see. Do you have an index? Oh, it doesn't have an index. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, alright. Heritage Wealth is not going to be relevant, is it? It's a one-shot. think I'm gonna need that. Not getting that. These choices. What the hell is this? Three, two, one. Oop. That's the end of a 15-minute sprint. So if anyone was sprinting along productively with words that can be submitted for the Tourney of Tales, now's a good time to submit them so you don't forget. I don't think I learned anything from what I read, because unfortunately this is aimed at campaigns, and some of that can be applied to shorter adventures like a one-shot, but not quite. You choose House Chiepera, Day. Come on. Think about it here. What kind of question is that? You should choose House Chiepera, or failing that, you choose House Chiroptera. They're the same house. Yeah! Woo! We have one more rider for the bats. We have one more rider for the bats. Yes. Well, it's for the toes, but then it is to the bats. That's fair, and the icons are pretty small, even though you can see my toast on the side. You can see my toast emblem. I'm probably gonna redraw it for Nano when it comes around again. We'll get wild. I'm reading the Complete Kobold Guide to Game Design because I won it in one of the challenges, like from World Ember or something. I got it in the raffle, and I haven't read it before because, well, I don't usually do RPG design. I'm mostly a player, not a GM. But then I accidentally started Adventure April, and so I figured maybe it'd be a good idea to read it. If nothing else, so that I don't look at screens all the time. And so I've been reading specifically the chapters in the second part of it, when it gets into enhancing adventures. Since I'm not designing a system, I'm writing a one-shot, so I don't need to know how to design magic systems. I'm just using 5e. So that's what I've been doing. And I don't think I've learnt anything, but it's neat. Is it good or bad news for me that you've named one of the quests Test Anxiety? For me? Here's the thing, I reckon I do better in that quest than my character will. So I guess maybe yes, that is a bad thing. You got distracted opening the window, noticing it's finally snowing! 1 week later than the forecast said, and it's melting immediately because it's too warm. But it's snow! Snow's cool! We don't get snow here, because it's Australia, and the heat. We're not allowed to have snow here. Ah! Thank you for the follow, Misappropriated! Welcome! We are all chilling here. Reading, writing, arithmetic, I guess, is what's happening. I had to skip a chapter because it was not going to be relevant, and I don't know how much of this is going to be. This one's going to be good, actually. Situations is going to be good. Maybe. Maybe this one will be good. City adventures, that's going to be useful. I am in a city. City is important. The Underdark is not going to be relevant because we don't have that. Not relevant, anyway. Maps, monsters. Yes, maps. Tell me how to do maps. I will make a map. There will be a map. That's not going to be relevant. Oop, what was that? Hardboiled adventurers. Ooh, that'll be good too. Yes. How about you're 92, but you're in London? Nice! Oh, you're in Scotland, right. Where you're at, it only snows once every 3 years. Oof. Oof. It's very... At the moment, we're in a cold snap where I am in Melbourne. It's cold as shit. Like, it went from... We had, like, a couple days of, like, 26-ish degree Celsius. So it was nice and warm. A little bit dry, but, like, you know, it's fine. And then it snapped to, like, 16. And currently, I think it's, like, 8 degrees outside. So I have my hoodie on, my beanie on, and I have a heat pack in my hoodie pocket so that I can stick my hands in there. And I have got gloves on because I'm cold and my heat is broken. Ooh, 3 days of rain. Ew. Gross. Rain's good, but ew. Yuck. Ooh. The short break's about to end. 2, 1, boom. So there's a 15-minute sprint on the clock. For anyone who wants to have 15 minutes of productivity. I think, instead of reading, I'm going to alternate between reading and writing. Which means I'll get at least a couple of minutes in. So now I'm going to work on murder time. Basically. My fruit bar is in the way. Pulse map here too. I'm about to practically summon the end to get the woolen hat out again. Yep. And we love it. We love when that happens. I don't. I have to deliver in this weather. I have to do deliveries. I don't want to do that. Where am I up to? I've got 2 in patrons. I've got Innkeep. I've got the body. I think that's all the information you can learn. Oh no! Oh, there should be a box for the detective. I forgot about the detective. Oh no. Okay, I'm out. I have no idea how any of this works. The formatting is... I've put too much effort into formatting already, and I shouldn't do that. Oh well. What's his name? What the fuck's his name? Got a long hand. That's why I forgot it. It's so weird. Oh, hey, days. That's what they only know. I know. Don't know what they want. For a detective. I'm good at their job. Yeah, it has been a bit quiet today. I guess just because the weekend, no one's making new feature requests. So the development channel's nice and quiet. God damn it. Okay. Like a little chunk dedicated to her. She's a very important temperance. Oh, oh shit, we'll do Duolingo. Fuck. I knew I forgot something. Ah, shit. Sorry about the Duolingo notification. Okay. Fuck. That's weird shit. Allowed, dude. What's the deal? Gotta space it out. Oh, I need an ordered list. So, there we go. Oh, and that's the end of 15-minute sprint. I am gonna just not write that sentence because I don't know where I was going with it. Don't know where I was gonna go with that one. Let's copy this bit. Lie to myself a little bit. Word count to 10. 210. To 10. Yay. Hello, Cetrium! Good day to you. We are doing many sprints of productivity today. I'm gonna close that. Instead of doing gaming like I normally do on a Sunday. It's been I'm just chilling today, basically. And it also means that I can work on my adventure, my one-shot, without anyone seeing anything. Seeing all of my secrets. My murder secrets. Ooh, a second comment. Only 22 left to go. Hell yeah. Making progress. And Day's written 500 words? Hell yeah. That adventure is prepped. Now, before I forget, I needed to do my Duolingo so I don't lose my streak. The notification went off during the stream and I was like, oh shit, yeah. I forgot about the Duolingo. I'm quickly checking. Is there a dark mode on this goddamn app? Why do you do this to me? Ah. Well, yes, but you've had many months to work on that module. Let's be fair. Like, that was a long process of many months. Oh, the small egg. Oh, my apologies. It's an egg. Not Viking. And I'm getting bread. No bread. I said breed. People point and go, you're trans. They say it turns into something I'm clearly open about and something hurtful. Yeah, that shit's silly. Some people are just mean. Oh, it's unsweetest of the sun. Oh, fuck. I can't speak. I can't speak Scottish. That worked. Why is it just a bunch of egg? The Duolingo decided I really need to learn about eggs. He's bombarding me with questions about the history of your world. Hell yeah! I've totally been off Twitch for a while. So, the Tourney of Tales is a World Anvil thing, or specifically an Anvilite streamer core thing. The idea with the tourney, I'll pull up the page so that I can link it to you. Basically, we're running it as a little side competition to Camp Nano, since Camp Nano is currently running, and a lot of people are doing it. Madame Claire has beat me to it. There's a link to the article about it. Basically, what we're doing is during streams, we write stuff and we count how many words we've done. And at the end of the month, we will calculate which house that we've been writing for has the most words. And it's just a little extra, it's like fun thing. And also the person who's wrote the most words. We're counting that too. It's basically just a word, like a writing competition that we're doing. But you can also do editing as well. That's basically it. It's just, we collect words. We write words. We're trying to be productive. And to help support each other in being productive. The solution should look as incredibly clear as possible. Hell yeah. Because we have the leaderboard for people who have written the most words so far. And good lord. That's a lot of words. There's so many words. There's so many words. I don't remember which house has the most words currently. I know for a fact it's not Chiroptera. Because there's like... Currently, I think there is 4 people writing for Chiroptera. And it's me, Siobhan, Erin, and Day. And Day just started. So... Chiroptera isn't winning. You can't pledge your last module to me. You can only pledge words you do during streams. You can't give me all your words. I wish you could. That'd probably bump us up to, like, 3rd. Just have 13,000 words. Just go... Ah. Go with the rabbits. Right, Lappin's winning. Of course Lappin's winning, because you've got 3 people in the top 5. And there's also Mollusca and Melis. Oop! Another 15-minute sprint has started for anyone who's doing productivity. I'm gonna hold myself to alternating between reading and writing. They haven't separated editors yet. Right! Yeah, because a lot of people are doing editing. A lot of people are editing. Which confuses me a little bit. And I think I've been submitting words incorrectly as a result. I think I was supposed to be doing math. I'm gonna check that during this sprint. I'm gonna check if I've been doing the math wrong, because I haven't been doing any math. Where is it? It says nothing about it. I haven't been doing any math. So, if someone says that they did, if someone says 1,500, like 1,000 words, heavy editing, I have not been doing any math to that amount of words. Have I supposed to have been doing math to those words? I thought people were meant to do the math for me. You must calculate your equivalent yourself. Never mind. It says it itself on the page that the submitter does the math. I do not do the math. Which is good, because I haven't been doing the math. Because I haven't been editing, to be clear. I'm talking doing the math as a points collector. Now, to be fair, I haven't collected that many points. Because I didn't collect any last stream. Because no one submitted any. So I haven't had to worry too much. In fact, I don't think anyone did editing. Oh no, James did editing. I didn't do any math on his. There haven't been a lot of edits. There's been, like... Coffee's probably done the most edits on my stream. I was not doing the edit. I did not do any math on that. And I'm pretty sure Coffee knows what they're doing and did the math correctly. So I'm willing to let that go. It's not my problem at that point, you know? So I haven't done the math. Yeah, editors do get a lot of words. But I think it's nice that editors can get words, since a lot of people who like did Nano and finished their Nano projects, well, you gotta edit that project at some point. And so it's nice that they can actually participate. It's a shame that art doesn't count, because I've done 2 art streams so far in April, and I don't get any points for that, even though I've been very productive, unfortunately. But I understand why it's not, because it's really hard to make an equivalent for that. At least with editing, you can do a math-based thing. Art ain't that simple. So, I'm happy to let those go. Because I've done... what art have I done? Shit, what art did I do? I think I drew Tarek. I drew Tarek, and then yesterday I drew Ya Boys. I should show you Ya Boys. When the sprint ends, I'll show you the boys. I think only one of them is male, but I will show you the boys. Let me get a window that functions. I'm gonna make this work. I will spend the sprint setting this up so I can show you guys what I got. Because it wasn't finished when I showed it on stream. Because I worked on it for 2 more hours after that. So everybody else can be productive while I figure this out. There's no difference between switches. Why is it grey? Good. I need to get Chrome to show. Oh, I need that to hold down. Need a page and a half, you might as well be done for the night. Not the fast when it comes to this. That's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not fast. I have not done that many words throughout the tourney so far. And again, I'm like a quarter of House Chiropter right now, so oops. I'm definitely the lowest word count of the... aside from you, because you just started. I'm the lowest word count of the Corruptorants. But I have toast, so who's the winner? It's me. I win. I have toast. I have toast and fruit bars. My hair is in my face. No, I suppose you can't ramble. Right? I can't ramble too much about the murder mystery, and it sucks. I can't tell you about it. I can only tell you that none of them are married. I can't give you any facts. Ah! Because it basically immediately is spoilers as soon as you open the article. You get like a blurb of, hey, this is what it is, and then GM section, and then it's just, hey, this is the murder. Here are the spoilers. It's like, oh shit. So I can't work on it on stream unless I do sub-articles, which I probably will do. I'll probably do little sub-bits so that I can actually do something on stream. Thank you for the follow, Wachian. Sorry, I did. I don't know how to, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, unfortunately, because when I see GHs, sometimes my brain just doesn't know what to do. But thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh no, Dad, you can watch. You already follow my Twitter. You already know too much. Warian. Okay, cool. No worries. Because sometimes I just go, GH, ugh. I start just throwing in, like, weird sounds, unfortunately. But welcome. We're currently in the middle of a productivity sprint, so there's 8 minutes on the clock, that way. Some people are writing, I'm reading a book. Productivity. It's to be productive. It's to be too productive. Yeah. I mean, usually on my streams, I'm not productive. Arguably, in this last 50 minutes, I've been more productive than in most of my streams, ever. Because I usually talk too much. I'm deliberately not talking as much as I normally do. This is a deliberate choice that I'm making, I promise. They miss you. Yeah. And like the thing is, there's so much in a one-shot that is going to be DM only. And so how do you work on it on stream? What I'll probably end up doing is character articles, which I hate character articles, but I'll do them anyway. So that I can describe characters that are important. There's at least like 4 major characters who need articles. And so I'll get that done for them. And that way, there's something I can do. Because you got the detective, the noblewoman, the innkeeper, and the wizard. Those are like the 4 characters. There's more, but like those are the 4. So they need articles. So I'm like, I'll work on those then. I'll describe those people in some detail so that I have that information. If I'm gonna need to rant somewhere, I'll just rant on the K-pop Twitter. It's fine. No one reads it anyway. No one knows. Secrets. That or I'll just yell in my Discord. That's what I usually do. You don't read the K-pop Twitter. You don't read the K-pop Twitter. You don't have it. You don't have that. You do not have access to that one. I didn't tell you what it was. You don't have the at for that one. There's also nothing to read there. Isn't he like the perfect girl? Oh, jeez. No. Specifically the K-pop one. Character building is good. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I could do pre-gens as well. I'm not sure if I will do pre-gen characters, but I might. Because that could be fun. The issue is I started like a week in, so I don't have that much time. And I also have never run a game before. And don't know how it works. So... panicking. So we'll see what happens, basically. I might make pre-gens, just so that there's like a way for like new players to just like, here's your character sheet. Go wild. Here's what your character does. Here's why they are in detective time. That requires me to figure that out. I don't know that yet. I gave the party a reason to be there, and that's as far as I got. You get writing down what you're not doing and probably can't do. You can play some games you cram 25 hours sleep. Ultimately just procrastinating and posturing, because the idea of playing games makes you feel bad. Well, I mean, like, playing games to recharge is productive in a way because it's helping with, like, you feel better, and when you feel better, you tend to do better, you know? Like, the reason I have Sundays usually as a gaming stream is so that I have a dedicated time to play a video game. And that means that I get to have fun, and that means that I begin the next week, like, refreshed, generally speaking. I don't, because I wake up obscenely early most Wednesdays for work reasons, but, like, playing games can be productive in that way. Having fun is productive and good for your mental state and stuff. I know you probably already know all this is the thing, so it's not, like, anything I can help with, but game's good, basically. That is my opinion. Game is good. I like the games. Yeah, big brain refreshments. Exactly! Big brain refreshments. I skimmed that chapter. I don't think I understood any of it. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, people telling you that it's not worthwhile, it still gets to you. It always does. It's very frustrating. Yeah, go for it. You don't have to redeem words at the end of sprints. You can redeem words whenever you like, as long as they are words that you wrote in the stream. It's all G. All good. Oh, the reason I'm having difficulty reading is because there's a white thing on my screen. It's distracting me. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Nice day. You nailed it. When were these essays written? When was 5th ed made? I'm so confused. Alright, see you, Madam Claire. Hopefully you feel better. And then you're able to, you know, relax and recharge. Have fun. You wasn't mention when it was perfect. Exactly, right? Just we love the coincidences of life. Oh, I think this is planning for a battle. That's what it means by situations. Oh no, kind of. Hmm. Role playing. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Five, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint over, so if anyone was sprinting and has words to submit, feel free. And now I can very quickly, very briefly. It's not gonna be up for long. This is sneak peek, exclusive reveal, exclusive preview for something that I'm gonna be posting in the tabletop Discord tomorrow. When Tavern starts. Hey. So, people who were here yesterday, this is the finished art. This is the finished piece of what I was doing yesterday. And it is chaos. And it's gonna show up tomorrow in Tavern. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And when I post it, it will be explained. Got 138 words, Tiki? Excellent. So yeah, I have drawn your boys. We got Turtle Man, a halfling with bow and heels, and then goblin with sword. And that's a party. And so, provided that the arena goes ahead on Monday, this will show up. In fact, even if it doesn't, I'm gonna post it. Because I think it's good. Okay, now I need to reset the display. So that it actually shows the timer again. There we go. Okay. I've got it. We have the timer back on screen. But yeah, I finished that off, and I thought I would show that. Now I can close it, because it's bright white. My eyeballs. My dental eyeballs. I'm delicate. There we go. So yeah. That was the art that I was told to make by Cam. He told me I had to do it, and so I did. Hopefully he enjoys it. Good lord. He's pinging it at like 10:30. Why are you doing that? Bro. Dude. Ah, jeez. So that's the business. Oh god. I can finish that break. I need some water. Your players finally got to the cliffhanger you planned for 2 sessions! Yay! They finally got there! I love that. When like the DM goes, okay, so you'll get to this kind of like you'll get to something in 2 sessions, and then 5 sessions later, we have finally made it. We finally got there. Because we had a one shot, and I think it lasted like a month. Because we kept dawdling. And he's prepped for session 1 when we begin a campaign. That's not gonna be 1 session. There's no way. So that's gonna be fun. Exactly. Shouldn't take long. 4 sessions later. Alright. Rest well, day. I'm assuming you're not actually leaving, but have a nice lie down. Yeah, exactly. It's either this won't take long, 4 sessions later, or this will take a couple sessions, and then we, like, walk in and immediately find the final boss and just fuck him up. In our defense, taking every left is a well-established maze rule. That's what I was doing. I kept saying left because I was following maze logic. You follow that, you take that left. You take every left. And then you start retracing your steps. So your mistake was putting the boss as the left. If you'd put it in the right, we wouldn't have got to it for another week. I'm joking, but that was my logic. That was my rationale when I was making suggestions. I said left because I was going left, left, left. And then, of course, as soon as boss music starts playing in the foreground, we're approaching the boss music. You know, the orc just runs in, and we're like, oh shit, we can't let her go in on her own. Which is probably a good thing, because if we had, she probably would have died, because she would not have had the good sense to leave if we had not followed her in. So that wouldn't have gone well. So it is for the best. Oh, and that's I have another 15-minute sprint. Which means I need to figure out what else this lady knows. You missed a bundle of that? Oh, what I was saying was that in the dungeon, I followed every left. That's all I did. My entire strategy for navigating the dungeon was take every left. And so if you didn't want us... Because taking every left is well-established maze logic, if memory serves. People always just take every left and then they go from there. So if you wanted us to not find the boss, they should have been in the right. They should have been off to the right somewhere. We wouldn't have got to them for ages. Oh well. Yeah. Or shall I come in the middle? No one goes in the middle. It's clever planning. Oh jeez. What else does this woman know? What do you know, man? What does she know? Yeah, you choose consistently and you won't get lost. Ah, existing map. Fair enough. Yeah, men taking the left in every maze. This story was about a Minotaur gang. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always do. I always take the left. I love the left. Hey. Okay. I don't know what else this woman knows. I think I've made a mistake. What do you know? I really did not actually elaborate on what this woman actually knows. Oh dear. That's unfortunate. Having racial thought he did not get lost in mazes is hilarious. Yeah, given actual mythology, the whole point was that he couldn't get out. And yet, here we are. And yet, here we are. You do dishes. God damn it. Boo. Boo. Oh, god damn it. How dare you. How dare you. Oh, she is the. Oh, damn it. She doesn't know a whole lot, does she? Why doesn't she know anything? She knows jack shit. The issue is that it depends on what you come here as to what the fuck you're gonna ask. Oh, that's not the button. No. Hi, Castan! 38 likes on your plan. Cool. Nice! Well done. That's good. A lot of people did. There's so many likes in so many of the plant challenge articles, and it's terrifying. There's just so many. I think I have 20, and that's a lot for me. 20 is quite a lot for me. So I've peaked. I think. 22. That's probably one of my last liked, actually. Which is strange because it hasn't won. So I was like, huh. Shit. Yeah, it's already my third most liked article and it hasn't even won or anything. It's like, what the hell? A lot of people are around. Is 30 likes for the shortlist? Yeah. It's a very competitive field. I need to share it again if I want to get on that shortlist. I don't think I will. So I'm happy with that, though. I made a good article, I think. So I'm happy with that. She doesn't... Oop, that's the one. Oh. She doesn't. Hell yeah. 130 is excellent. Every like, well deserved. Every like has been well deserved. The 15th. 5th. It's like 6 likes. Oh god. That's a competitive field. Oh. Oh, no, no. No thanks. That's terrifying. I'm not going in there. Nope. God, she does not know anything, does she? Oh my god. Why are you important? You don't know anything. Ah. Beans. I'm Premier. I'm in the Premier League. I've been in the Premier League since January 2020, I believe, because I won a category in World Ember 2019. And then I also lost the Heroes Challenge in the Premier League, which was wild. Like, I was just like, what the hell? How'd that happen? I need to add pronunciation guide to that one, because no one can pronounce Ankian, and neither can I, so... I'm pronouncing it wrong. That doesn't have a name. Stiff. Imposter syndrome. A little bit. A little. Then again, I didn't read very many of the Hero Challenge articles, so I was just like... I was surprised by it. I wasn't expecting it at all. I do like the article. I think I did a good job. I just didn't expect it. Because sometimes I'll come into an article going, I've done a really good job, and then it won't win. And so I've done this article, I'm like, I made it pretty quickly, and I think it's, it's decent. And then it wins. I'm like... Excuse me. The bit of the stats gathering. Just... Yeah. I did a brief bit of stats gathering, because I was trying to find who all the premiers were. And boy howdy. There's a lot of them, and a lot of them have like 30 likes, as of like 2 days ago. And I'm just like, oh Jesus. Oh god. There's a lot of them. Today's gonna show off wifely skills, because you're doing the dishes. What is the chief of... What the hell is this person supposed to know? Why have I added this person? Shit. Okay. 200 articles for 207,026 words total. 2,417 likes and 942 comments. Yeah, just one win takes you to Premier. If you win any of the monthly challenges, or if you win a category in World Ember, you become a Premier. You do not become a Premier if you finish all 30 summer camp prompts or hit 10k in World Ember, though. It's specifically like articles that get you, like a specific article will get you into the Premier League. And so I got into the Premier League with an article about a calendar, which I think that's the main imposter syndrome. I'm not very proud of that article. And the calendar has done nothing but hurt me since I made it. That calendar is the devil, basically. But it's there, so can't do a whole lot about that. Image deliverer. I don't think one can just be luck. Because they're always judged, you know? One, like, if you make a good article, that's a good article. You don't win just because of luck. Because they're always judged articles. Like, yes, sometimes you make a really good article and then you kind of never make a great article again. Sometimes that's just how creativity works. So it doesn't, because there's not that many premieres is the thing in the scheme of how many entries we have. So we have 200 entries in the plant challenge, right? At my count, there are only 67 premieres. I am including you, Bob. You are on my list. And of those 67, I think only 20 or 30 have submitted entries. You know? So it's not like the Premier League is too big. Most of the people in it are people who won challenges back in 2018 and then disappeared a bit and just sort of left. Yeah, subjective, yeah. Yeah, Flash Isle doesn't get you in either. Only official challenges, and so Adventure April will not get you in. I'm already in though. I'm secure in my Premier status. I am Premier. Supposedly. Hey, what does you know? Excuse you. Excuse me. I say I'm Premiere for once. And now I'm being all smuck. God damn it. This is what happens. Confidence is illegal in this country. God damn it. God damn it. Yes, so many. I did, but this was of 2 days ago. The only result that I came to was that I was not in the shortlist. I was not in the shortlist at all. I was nowhere near it because I had like 18 likes at the time. So I wasn't close. I don't remember if 26 was in that range. There's a lot. 30 plus is probably more comfortable. Please get to. Yeah, it is nice when they get to read that stuff. Yeah, the amount of likes being thrown around. So many likes. I don't know what happened. What changed? So confused. People were so excited about plants. Like, huh? I feel like I've accidentally just made a location worthless, which is not great. No, I can still have a point. Okay, we still have a reason to go there. I think. What else does this person know? And he was middle of shortlist for Heroes Challenge. Well, yes it was. Kind of. The Heroes Challenge was weirdly low in entries. Mostly because there was only like 6 premieres. Because there was no premiere entries. I guess because everyone was still burnt out from World Ember. And I guess now that World Ember is long in the past, people have remembered how to write. And there's just everyone's just come out of the woodwork to be like, it's plant time. It's plant time, yo. Plants. What else did this person know? Writing mysteries is hard. I don't know what else this person knows. I don't think they know anything. I don't think they know anything. Why do people know nothing? It's supposed to be important. Why do you know no? Why don't you know anything? Oops. What the fuck? Oh shit, Dueling is still open. I got distracted. I'll finish that in a bit. Where's the next location. The order was engraver. Okay, I'll put the engraver next. That's the end of that sprint. Whoosh. I'm gonna pull up my words. Didn't do many, but I have them. So I will count them. And then I finished my Duolingo that I forgot about. That's not a lot of words. That's unfortunate. Can you count a number of Indigenous words? No, you can't. You cannot do that. There's your comment number 160. Ooh. Ooh. If 3 plays 3 words. Got a live social media game, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna get very far with that. You get, like, you don't get a whole lot out of it, unfortunately. Okay, I need to finish this Duolingo. It's the egg is very good. Congratulations, the egg is very good. Hi, no, it's not beer. It's what? Hi, Agus. Excellent. I like the ooh, Untitled. The apple. Okay, the apple. Yeah. Big apple. Do we have mints? Excellent. Meals. I'm getting there. And now lie down. Yes! And now lie down. Smitas. Oh, what the hell's the word for tasty? Oh, that's right. Carrot. I don't know how to write the word carrot. Kuren. Excellent. The small leg. Done. Okay, now my Duolingo streak is saved. It has been fixed. We're all good. Everything's right with the world. God. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, jeez. I've made good progress on the one shot. The issue is that this is going to be an absolute pain in the ass to actually format. They're all currently in allows because I need to separate them out visually for my own eyeballs. But that is not how they're gonna stay. Did you showcase your plant challenge here? You can submit a showcase and I'll show it off. I'll show it off during one of the sprints. If you want to do that, go for it. And then I'll just attempt to get Chrome back. Because I think I'm gonna have that issue now. What Chrome window? It has selected no Chrome window. Excellent. It's found a Chrome window. We got it. Okay, we found a Chrome window. We have this, and then I need to put Prometroid somewhere. Where the I made it bigger so that people could see it. I need to put it somewhere. I'm just gonna actually no. We're gonna put it up there. We're gonna put the Pometroid up in the top. It's up here now. Just so that I can get it to go in the right spot again, because centering things on this layout is a pain in the butt. Anyway, this is Cetrium's plant article, the ambrosia fungi. Ooh. Is it a Hades reference? Is it? Ambrosia does predate Hades. Let's be clear. God damn it. You shit stirrer. A cornerstone of the culture of the Golden Coast, and as dangerous as it is beautiful. No intended reference, but sure. Hell yeah. Like stars on the dark night sky, Those spores fill the nights of the Golden Coast. A gift by the Moonweaver. They are there when the moon is not, and bring light where there is none. But don't let this beauty fool you. It is even more dangerous than beautiful. Ooh. Oh, the sprint's gonna start now. 15-minute sprint, and I'll continue reading this article. So that is from Rover Goldrock. Rover Goldrock. I can't read that font very well. That's a me problem. Alright, description and habitat. The ambrosia fungi are bioluminescent mushrooms growing in the forests to the east of the mountains of Roxtoy on the Golden Coast. During the night, they illuminate those forests with a slight bluish tint, which often can be seen from ships sailing alongside the coast. They grow all over the trunks of many different kinds of trees, creating a symbiotic relationship with their host. That's not only a you problem. Yeah, it is a bit hard to read. Sometimes I have difficulty with fonts, which is why I always assume it's a me problem. The trees provide the mushroom with nutrition, while the mushroom uses their psychoactive effects to protect the tree from predators by releasing a cloud of spores. Mushrooms seem to have a unique tie with the cycles of the moon. They release their spores year-round, but primarily during the new moon. There is one big exception to this cycle. Beginning on the last full moon of fall, the mushrooms stop emitting their spores completely, just to emit a burst of them a few weeks later during the winter solstice, when no moon stands in the sky. They bring light to the longest and darkest night of the year, during which the Golden Coast celebrates the Night of the Moon Festival. Ooh. Oh, it's a map! Oh, I love how this looks, actually. I like the map and I like the little box it's in. Because they're found... these are the mountains of Roxtoy. So they're east. So they're in here. Cool. I honestly thought it was a PNG for a second. Ooh. There's fancy shit in there. Let's not get lost. Let's not get lost in there. Effects. The mushrooms inflict different effects on different species and people. The most common effects include euphoria, feelings of well-being, relaxation, disruption of linear memory and sense of time, increased awareness of sensation, and slight hallucinations. They also cause the metabolism to slow down, causing a decrease in heart and breathing rate and a loss of appetite. Those effects can set in only seconds after ingesting part of the mushroom or its spores. Don't be stupid. Do not enter the forest without a guide. You do not know what you're doing. Even if those mushrooms look incredibly beautiful, if you ever get caught in a discharge of their spores, you will enter a coma within minutes. And once that happens, you will just sit there and starve. But who am I to judge? I'm just the guy who does this for a living. How many of the articles in the plant challenge involve, like, mushrooms that knock people out? I'm curious now, just because I mean, mine's coral. My article was coral. But mine does a similar thing. Not psychoactively, though, it just knocks you out. So you don't get to dream, you just pass out, which is very boring. On my part. At least with these mushrooms, you get to have a little bit of fun first. Depending on the amount ingested, those effects can range from only a slight high up to the total loss of higher brain functions. Ingested in large amounts, the effects cause the creature to feel an incredible amount of euphoria, while losing all sense of time, linear memory, and sense of self-preservation. They become completely unresponsive to any stimuli, essentially entering a comatose-like state. With no outside help, they will eventually just starve and die. In even higher amounts, the mushroom will be lethal within a few minutes, as it slows down the metabolism to a full stop. Ooh, a stats write-up. That would be cool. I did see, like, the in-progress stats write-up you did, where you mentioned how many mushrooms and corals and stuff we had. Because it was, like, trees first, mushrooms second, flowers third. And then there was 2 coral and 1 cactus. It was like, hell yeah. Nice. Uses. Sediments in the Golden Coast are usually placed far enough away from those forests. Still, there is always at least a trace amount of spores in the ambient air.
This made the people living there develop a natural resistance to the mushrooms. Yes, mine and animals. We nailed it. We were on the same page for once, considering how different our settings are. Still, from time to time, through changes in weather and wind, or during the Night Moon Festival, or the Night of the Moon Festival, larger amounts of those spores find their way into the cities and settlements. Not a fungus! As this usually never happens to be a dose big enough to cause lasting damage, it's not considered a problem most of the time. Ambrosia fungi and its spores are used in many different ways along the Golden Coast. Yes, coral is an animal, but fungus isn't a plant. So I went with it. Apparently, coral was explicitly allowed, like it was mentioned in the first stream. I didn't watch that stream. I just decided I wanted to write about coral. I didn't care if I couldn't win as a result of that, so I just wrote about coral. I figured it would be useful for my setting more than anything else. So, it won't get tested because I'm not going to make the shortlist. The harvest of these mushrooms is incredibly difficult, which makes the fungi very expensive. Many people tried to grow them in more controlled environment for easier harvest, but only one succeeded so far. Working together with the Confederation of the Golden Coast, Shroomwork Technologies is creating various weapons and technologies driven by this mushroom. First estimate was 60 trees, 50 flowers, 10 mushrooms, 10 types of grass, 8 vines, 5 bushes, 2 moss, 2 corals, 1 cactus. Coral is certainly flower-like, and this is fantasy, so sure. I mean, my coral is on land. I'm already in the fantasy zone. Big fantasy zone. Medicine and recreational drugs. In the right doses, both the spores and various parts of the mushroom can be used to gain a feeling of relaxation and slight euphoria. It is a popular drug and has been for hundreds of years. The use has mostly been culturally accepted, and to this day, neither the selling nor consumption is illegal. As the price dropped significantly after Shroomworks Technologies started cultivating the mushroom, it is now also available to the poorer folk. Even in even smaller amounts, the mushroom is used in medicine, mostly for its effect in slowing down the metabolism of the patient during surgery, or as a painkiller. I might have showcased yours. I'm happy to showcase it again. I'm cool with that. Dave will have to log in to do that. You're asking a lot. Religious and divination rituals. The ambrosia fungi serves a big part in various religious practices. The Church of the Moonweaver along the Golden Coast uses them because of their unique ties to the cycle of the moon. They see them as a gift of the Moonweaver herself, and use them primarily in various divination rituals to enhance the prophetic ability of the priest. For some rituals, priests of the Moonweaver even take an overdose, entering the comatose state. These rituals are highly accurate in predicting the future, but they are incredibly dangerous to the priest. Once a year, during the Night of the Moon Festival, one priest is chosen to undergo this process. This priest has prepared for this ritual for most of their life, going through extensive mental training and taking small doses of this drug over decades to gain a physical resistance. They will only ever go through this ritual once in their lives. Recovering from this drug takes years. Some of them never recover completely and can suffer from permanent brain damage and other physical injuries, like heart and lung diseases for the rest of their lives. I was almost willing to let heart slide because I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I was like, wait, hold on a minute. Took me a second. But yeah, so heart diseases. Prophecies. When the people of the Golden Coast are haunted by forgotten ghosts, the sky will turn dark and cold, and it will happen as foretold, and this city will find its end, and will be killed by its oldest friend. Ooh. 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 This prophecy has been created during the Night of the Moon Festival of 652, and because these prophecies have been highly accurate, this caused an enormous panic. Many people left the city in the coming years. But even now, over 100 years later, this prophecy has not yet come to pass. By now, many people believe that there had to be a mistake or a misunderstanding of the priest. but this would have been the first time a prophecy of the Moon Festival was wrong. I think that paragraph needs a slight editing in terms of where the commas and full stops are. I also don't think... I think it's following years, not coming years, since it's in the past tense. That one might just need a little bit of a tweak. There's a lot of commas and a lot more full stops than I was expecting. Weapons and tech. Roughly 20 years ago, Rover Goldrock discovered a way to cultivate the ambrosia fungi in a controlled environment, and opened up the possibility of various different technologies and weapons. This has created an enormous backlash in the population, especially from the followers of the Moonweaver. But many powerful people in the Confederation of the Golden Coast have seen the potential in his technologies, and have allowed Shroomworks Technologies to operate under strict government oversight. Shroomworks Technologies has perfected the creation of medical drugs, like sleep aids and anesthetics. I think anesthetics is spelled wrong. It's the latest thing I've added. Yeah, no, totally fair. DTTS has an uwu questioning bot. Do we? Shit. Where did we hide the uwu bot? Oh yeah, there is an uwu bot. I forgot about the uwu bot. That was a whole thing. Oh man. So, various test runs have been completed successfully already, so they could see widespread adoption soon. They also researched possible ways of using the mushroom as a weapon. One of the most promising technologies so far is ammunition, which detonates on impact, releasing a cloud of spores to knock out the enemy combatants. Currently, this ammunition has the slight problem of spontaneously detonating even when not fired. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no no. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. People can read that if they want. I do not want to. I can imagine. I can fill in the blanks there. I can imagine what will be in the execution and euthanasia section. Because I know when I did my article, I only very briefly touched on the fact that you could use it to knock people out, like, maliciously. I didn't dwell on it in my article for a reason. Because I didn't want to. But I appreciate the warning, yeah. The warning is nice. I appreciate being warned. So, lifespan. Unknown for the organism, probably aeons. 1 year for a given fruit body. They're about 10 centimeters tall. Not very heavy. Golden Coast. People of Golden Coast. Nicknames. Nightlight and Starbringer. The Glowing Forest. On the winter solstice, you can witness one of the most beautiful things nature has come up with. All the ambrosia fungi release their spores, filling the whole Golden Coast with glowing little lights. During this night, the Golden Coast celebrates the night of the Moon Festival. Wholesome drugs only, uwu. I mean, I did say it kills people. I just didn't say it was being used maliciously. Even though it definitely is. Ambrosia fungi in other cultures. The usage of ambrosia is pretty local to the Golden Coast, and because of its rarity, export has not been profitable in the past. Now with Shroomworks Technologies cultivating the mushrooms, this has changed and trade of them started all over the continent. The Mazian dynasty and the Kingdom of Abanaria both allow the selling and consumption of the drug. But it is forbidden in the Republic of Astaria out of fear of being addictive. It is wholesome if they're bad. I'll kill you. I'll use the spores of my coral and I'll knock you out. And then game mechanics. Ooh, that's nice. Like, that's really cool. An infant's mushroom has the advantage on all intelligence and dexterity checks. And if they are following the Moonweaver, they get a bonus to divination spells. The range is increased. This bit of text is a little bit hard to read, but it's not too bad. I can just hover over it. And then you can ask, you get a bonus to your divination spell and the commune spell. Nice. Next 30 days. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. Oh no, you're in danger. Ooh. Oh no. You're in danger. I can't do uwu voice. I can do like nya, but I can't uwu. Nya. But yeah, so that's the ambrosia fungi. I like it. I like that it's shiny. I like shiny, and I like that it has all the different uses and has been, like, made part of the culture. Now I need to open the Fayflower. And also, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bah! That's the end of 15-minute sprint. There's a 5-minute break. So if anyone has words to submit, please feel free. Please remember to actually do it. I take my break to drink water. I need it. I'm gonna put the book over there. And then we're going to read RPG Dinosaur Bob's article, which is a bit further up the chat. This is the Immortal Fayflower. When the Father Berdea created the Fey creatures, his intent was for them to revel in the beauties of his works on Carterion forever. Thus, the Fey do not grow old and die, as most other beings on Carterion do. But Berdea also knew that accidents could happen, and he knew that one day, other Astralar and powers of the astral realms would introduce treachery to the world. Berdea provided a way for his beloved Fey to transcend these circumstances. The form his solution takes is that of the Fayflower. Take your break to continue lying here. Mood. Whenever the heart of a Fey ceases to beat, a Fayflower will blossom to mark the spot and memorialize the joy and life of the creature that can no longer partake of the wonders of Berdea's creations. Sorry, I skipped a word and got very confused. Note the exquisite structure and balance of the flower. Each petal much like all the others, and all arranged in perfect symmetry. It is clear that Father Berdea intended this flower to be a testament to the beauty and order of his works, as well as to the place the Fae hold in the maintenance of that order. Gremlin weed. Oh, that was an elven teacher addressing her students. We're now to the gremlin weed. In the time since Berdea created the Fae, other deities have appeared and made their mark upon Carterion. Some of these lacked the power to create life from the magical energies that permeate the world, but they had the skill and ability to warp and twist life that existed into shapes and demeanors more suited to them. One of these, okay, I need to solve that one. Gremdial, okay. Changeling cards. Gremdial of the Mysticar twisted and adulterated Berdea's Fae into the creatures called gremlins. As there are many Fae species, so too are there many gremlin species, each tracing its origins back to one of Berdea's creations. There we go. While Gremdial was able to twist and reshape his targets, he could not completely alter their base nature. Thus, the gremlins, like the Fae, are immortal, though killable. And when they do die, an analogue of the Fayflower grows to mark the place where they fell. Some call these dark flowers, or black Fayflowers, but the most common name for them is gremlin weed. Basic information: the anatomy. Fayflowers and gremlin weeds grow a single stem from which a few ligulate leaves emanate. They're leaves. They're the big leaves. Big leaves. This stem is crowned by a single flower blossom. In the case of the Fayflowers, this blossom is composed of hundreds of petals arranged in symmetric circles around a central core, containing structures that resemble stamens and pistil. These are not functioning reproductive elements, though, for just like the Fae that spawned it, the Fayflower is incapable of propagating itself. The fully grown size of the plant and the specific color and petal structure of each Fayflower are both dependent on the species of Fae from which the flowers sprout. Thus, one well trained in the lore of the Fayflower can determine whether the unfortunate creature that fell was a brownie or sprite, a pixie or nixie, or any of the other types of Fae. Regardless of variety, the plants produce a faint but exceptionally pleasant aroma that some say is capable of inducing a sense of mild euphoria. This aroma is currently referred to as Berdea's breath. The nectar of the plant, when collected and properly refined, has magical properties. Now you will know of the relationship between Fae and Gremlin. The latter were formed out of the former by Gremdial, who deigned to pollute Father Berdea's beautiful works. Because of their heritage, gremlins, too, are immortal, though subject to death by violence. And when killed, their immortal nature is also manifest by the growth of a plant. But, just as the gremlins are dark and twisted caricatures of the Fae from which they are spawned, so too are the plants that mark their passing. They are but dark and twisted reflections of the Fae flower. Gremlin weed, like the creature it springs from, is a misshapen shadow of the form that Berdea intended. Like the Fae flower, a single blossom from a single stem is found. The last 15-minute sprint of the stream has started. The sprint has started. 15 minutes on the clock, and then we'll collect everyone's words, and then we'll depart. While the leaves are still ligulate, they have irregular edges. Sometimes serrate. I've never heard those words used in that form. Sometimes serrated, sometimes undulated, sometimes both. Undulating, I guess. The leaves may have colorations ranging from dark greens to blood reds and near blacks. The flower itself is irregularly shaped, always dark in color. The aroma emitted from the flower extends the theme of the plant, and the creature from which it spawned, a distorted shadow of what Berdea intended. They're botany terms. Yeah, but because serrated is a word that I've heard, but serrate is not. And also, I would immediately say serrate. Because I apparently reduced that vowel in that form. So I've never heard serrate, but I've heard, serrated. So I was like, oh, okay. The scent is best defined as putrid, reminiscent of rotting meat. Where bees and hummingbirds are attracted to the blossoms of the Fae flower, it is only flies that seek out the gremlin weed blossom. Genetics and reproduction. Put simply, change the accent first syllable. Damn it! Serrate. Serrate? Serrate. 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 Yeah, something like that. Serrate. Undulate. Bad again. Put simply, Fae flowers and gremlin weeds cannot be propagated. They do not produce seeds, and cuttings taken from a stem or leaf cannot produce a new plant. If the blossom is cut from the stem, it will immediately lose its aroma and magical potential, and will rapidly wither. The plant will, however, grow a new blossom within 24 hours. It is possible to dig up an entire plant specimen for transplantation elsewhere. Care must be taken, however, to ensure that enough soil is collected so that the remains of the Fae or gremlin that spawned the plant are included. If insufficient soil is taken, the removed plant will immediately wither, and a new one will begin to grow in its place, taking about 3 days to mature. Growth rates and stages. When a Fae creature dies, it decomposes into something resembling damp, fertile soil within a few minutes, and the Fae flower stem will appear within the next hour or so. The plants grow to maturity rapidly, taking no more than 3 days to mature and produce its single blossom. Similarly, gremlins decompose almost immediately, but their remains are more reminiscent of manure than clean, fertile soil. Uses, products, and exploitation. The nectar of the Fae flower is a key component in the most powerful of alchemical healing elixirs, and is often used in the preparation of more powerful magical potions that render healing or restorative effects. Those who have achieved very high levels of expertise in these crafts will often seek out specimens of Fae flowers in the wild, and carefully transport them to their own workplaces. It takes at least 2 weeks of collecting nectar from a single plant to brew but a single batch of these potions, hence the very high cost of the product. But this also means that a knowledgeable artisan would be willing to pay handsomely for a properly harvested specimen. Gremlin weed also has its alchemical and potion-based uses, though these are not for healing or restoration. In fact, different varieties of gremlin weed have varied uses, ranging from deadly poisons to mutagenic compounds that can be used to produce undesirable, for the recipient, effects. While the market for these concoctions, or for the plants required to make them, are not nearly as open as that for Fae flowers, the demand and associated costs are quite high. Geographic origin and distribution. Because the Fae are everywhere in Carterian, Fae flowers and gremlin weed can also be found everywhere. But just as different varieties of Fae preferred particular biomes, The specific varieties of fey flowers will also tend to be clustered according to the surrounding environment. The flowers that emanate from the remains of naiads, for example, will almost always be found along rivers and lake banks. Perception and sensory capabilities. Those with the magical ability to speak with plants have reported that both fey flowers and gremlin weeds appear to retain much of the memory and personality of the creature that spawned them. Their memories are cloudy and temperament is magnified. Neither type of plant is of much use when, for example, asking about other creatures that may have simply passed through an area. A fey flower's attention is on the natural world around it. It can report on disturbances to the natural essence of the immediate surroundings, but brief transitional events are often overlooked. Similarly, gremlin weeds will have taken notice of any serious, lasting mischief that may have been perpetuated within its sensory range, but transient events are often missed. When communicating with a fey flower, the plant offers responses in a serene, peaceful manner. The gremlin weed, on the other hand, responds with sharp, terse, and often insulting replies. It has been universally reported that neither Feyflower nor Gremlin Reed are capable of describing the circumstances of the demise of the creature that spawned the flower itself. There's the credits, and I didn't miss any sidebar, because there isn't a sidebar. And that's an article, and I already hit like 27 likes. Boom! We did it. It increased by 1 since last time it was mentioned. Okay, I'm gonna quickly I've made the timer bigger, and I have disappeared the chrome. And I'm gonna try and take this last 8.5 minutes of the sprint to write something about the engraver for this murder thing. Oh god. I'm never gonna end up writing this, am I? It's never gonna happen. Or I'm gonna run it and no one else is ever gonna run it. I go now for sleep. Good night, Day! Thank you for stopping by. Sleep well. Ciao. Ciao like Ciao Gardens. Oop, that's the wrong button. Hey, DM Stretch! Good day to you. Good, hold on, time zone? Afternoon. Early afternoon. How has your day been? Hopefully it has been well. You're currently in the last half of a 15-minute sprint, which will be the last sprint of the evening for me. Okay. Square. He was hoping to see you came over. Yeah, fair enough. Welcome, we're happy to have you. I need to put that in my notes. I need to put that in my notes. Oh no, right here. I need to put that in my notes somewhere. I need to spell this. Ooh, that might change things, actually. I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe I should not add this element, but I might, though, because it'd be good. Add more things to talk about. Son of a bitch. Okay, now I could put this in the thing. She has more to talk about. She can talk about stuff. Finally. Has a use now. Nope, that's not the button. Option. Boom! And that is the end of the last 15-minute sprint of the day. So, anyone who's been writing along with me, need to go find your words. Find the last of your words and gather them all up. Then you can count them, and so that we can submit them, and so that I can get them all tallied up. I've got a 86. More progress, and a new element to add to the chaos that is this unfolding mystery of matters, which will be fun. And you will hear none of this. You will never know. You will know nothing. It's all my secrets. I'm gonna have to find a way to stream it. I'm gonna have to think about it. So we got my words, we got 97 words for House Apis via House Tiki. Very, very nice. We have 180 words for House Lappin from Amelie. Very nice. I'm assuming that's another comment. Okay, let us get ready for shenanigans. I'm gonna close Pomatroid so it's not in the middle of my screen, which is where it has been for the whole day. I had it up there for a reason. And now it's gone. Poof. Goodbye. Goodbye, Pomatroid. I'll give it until 5 past for anyone to calculate their words. I know since some of you, if you are editing or translating, you need to do math. So I give you a couple minutes to do math. Drink my water. Alright, see you, DM Stretch. We'll be there shortly. We will be there shortly. And then I will be tallying in the background. I should probably actually get started on that. I have no easy way to do that. So I'll do it once I raid off. I'll start tallying all that. Because I need that window open. I need to close calendar. I can close these other one-shots that I had open. I can close nothing else. I need Twitch again. Need Twitch the second time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You wanted to work on your run shot, you wrote a random island instead. Oh no. Oh dear. That happens a lot, doesn't it? It's like, I want to work on this. No, you're not allowed to. It is not allowed. You're not allowed to have plans. It's always gonna get away from you. I have to fix this window so I'm not looking at myself in the other window because I'm on a delay. Okay, I can clear the showcases. I can clear the posture check. I'm not gonna head. Oh, fancy music. I can clear the posture check. I can clear the hydrate. Okay. Excellent. Only 3 houses to deal with, unless there are any hidden molluscans, Milesians, or Avicians in the audience tonight who would like to submit to make that more difficult for me. You're allowed to. I'll be upset, but you can. Excellent. Oh. I said that before I looked and saw that on my screen it says excellent. Apparently my stream quality is currently excellent. I'll take his word for it. I'm going to assume that I think everybody has submitted their words. If not, there is a... Like, Pride has been running a sprint lobby the whole time. So, words. And of course you can submit it into Bob's if you need to. So, I will remind you all quickly that the raid call is get ready. And that you can use your channel points, which you have been using to post your word counts, to claim that emote. And then you too can yell toast. And who doesn't want a yelling, flaming toast? I think most people do. Most people don't know they want it until they see it, and then they know. And of course, we will be rating RPG Dinosaur Bob, who is working on his entry for Adventure April, and having the exact same problem that I was having, which is how do I work on this without spoiling the entire adventure to everybody? Which is why I had Sprint up, clever.
Anyway, thank you all very much for coming. I got a bit more done this stream than I thought I was going to, so hey, productivity. Thank you all for coming. Hopefully you all had a lovely time and that you were able to get things done, or that you just had fun listening to me yapper on in the background like I always do. Hopefully you all have a lovely day, no matter what it is you are doing with it, whether that is, you know, writing, reading, doing art, playing games, sleeping. That's what I'll be doing. And hopefully I will see many of you around in the future on other streams and chilling around. Bye! Bye, everybody. Bam.